We're underneath this overpass here. Train just went by. This bridge is super high. I'm gonna drive up there and I'm gonna launch this case off the side and see how it turns out.
It's a new year and new ways to torture. Brett Davis and Michael Heffernan are back with an all-new torture test, and let me tell you, it's a blast. The destructive duo has their sights set on the Rustrictor case series from Plano, and trust me when I say these boys throw everything at these cases but the kitchen sink. Does the Rustrictor have what it takes to be your case, or will it be crash and burn? This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by Plano, protecting your passion since 1952.
Hey guys, I'm Brett.
And I'm Michael.
Today we're coming at you with another Plano torture test. Today we got the Rustrictor cases. They got 3 different sizes, a 36, a 42, and a 52-inch case.
We're gonna test out the durability of these things, the waterproofness, the airtight system, and we're just gonna beat these things up and see if we can't destruct them.
So here we are, test 1. We got 3 cases, so our first test is gonna be shooting it with a shotgun. We got the 36-inch case right here, and we're gonna put a Winchester downrange and see what happens to the case. All right, here we go. You can see here, a lot of the BBs actually didn't go through the case. There's a lot, see this one's actually stuck in it, and a lot of these didn't go through, they're not punctured. There are some holes, but there is no damage on the backside. It did not go all the way through. So let's open it up and see how many did get inside. Here's the chunks from the outside. There's hardly any damage to the foam. I mean, there's a couple holes, but really not many made it through. If you look at the outside, not much made it through.
All right, now we're gonna test the watertight dry lock seal. I'm gonna put these waders on, head to that cattle pond right there, and get a little wet. Got the waders on, case is right here. Let's get wet. I'll sink this thing. Woo. Covered in cow crap. Oh yeah. You hear that seal pop open? Pretty dry in here. Paper's still dry. What you're seeing here, that's just from us opening it. See, the seal did its job.
We wanted to do another outer durability test. So we have not done this before on any torture test, but I got a little diesel here and we are gonna cover up this case, just pour it on it, and got some paper towels. We'll throw it on there and just see how the case holds up. Not sure what's gonna happen, but we're gonna find out. It's been burning here for about a couple minutes now. It didn't quite burn the whole thing, which is good. It doesn't really seem very flammable, which is a good thing, but we're gonna try and get this out real quick and just kind of look at it, see what the damage was. So we let that fire sit on for a few minutes, and while it did poke a couple holes, this material was really not very flammable. It held up pretty well, it just melted, but it didn't really catch on fire or anything like that. And so I would say that it's not a very flammable material, which is good, that's what you want. And I'd say honestly it held up pretty good. I mean, the fire was on there for a couple minutes and there's only this one hole right where the fire originated. So I'd say it did pretty good.
Well, here we are, final test of the day, and we're gonna take it to the extreme. We're underneath this overpass here. Train just went by. This bridge is super high. I'm gonna drive up there and I'm gonna launch this case off the side and see how it turns out. Yeah, ready?
Yeah.
destroyed it. Inside is obviously fine. These cases are beat up. We put them through the ringer today. Though they are super damaged on the outside, the interior is a different story.
The first test we did today was shoot it with a shotgun, and I was actually super impressed. A lot of the BBs stopped on the outside.
The second test, we took this case to a farm up the road and took it into a cattle pond. We pulled the case out, opened it up, and it passed.
The third test was a fire test. We let it sit there for a couple of minutes, and I was actually super impressed. All it really did was just melt the outside, and it really held up.
The last test, if you guys remember last year, I took a case, a Plano gun case, and just threw it on the gravel lot here to test the damage of that. We took it a step further this year, and on the last test, we went to an overpass up the road and launched this thing off the bridge. You saw from the footage, it crushed it. These cases look beat up. We put them over the bridge, on fire, shot them with the shotgun, and into a pond. And you know, some of those things aren't very realistic, but it proves the strength of the cases. At the end of the day, we beat the crap out of these things, but your gun would have been safe.
DeerCast is giving you the chance to hunt with Mark and Terry Drury. Head over to DeerCast.com to enter.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by Plano's all-weather bow case. Have peace of mind for your gear with Plano, protecting your passion.